What's up, Patreon? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
What's shaking, guys? So we got
man.
Queen, man. Shout out to the Freethinkers, of course.
Yes, sir, man. It's been a long time, right? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been a while since we did a Queen song, man. So
We did Bohemian Rhapsody,
Yep.
which was crazy.
And when did we? That was like what, a year ago?
Yeah, it was a long time
At least
ago,
a year
man.
ago, I think.
Queen's
it was
a
while.
big deal. Freddie Mercury is a huge deal.
Yep.
Kind of reading some information on him and what made him so great, because we got a lot of comments on just how great Freddie Mercury was. And it's not that we didn't hear of him.
Yeah.
But we kind of read some stuff on him, man, and just his vocal range and his his ability, just his performance was, his
They
stage
said his like
performance was
stage
amazing.
performance was crazy.
Was
That's what
epic,
they
you know
said.
what I'm
So
saying?
we're gonna do the video this time for this song, guys. And Don't Stop Me Now is what we're gonna do. Thank you guys for participating, man. Every time we put up a post, man, there's some familiar faces in there that always participates, man. I encourage everyone to participate. Even if this is not your genre, please participate, man. This is one of the things that we love about Patreon, man. We guys can kind of get to know each other, and you guys can get your voice heard. So, so please just communicate as much as possible. So I appreciate the 331 people that participated in us choosing Don't Stop Me Now.
Yep, and we heard Under Pressure.
Yes,
We've heard that.
We've heard that.
We've heard Another One Bites the Dust.
Which
Hey.
was crazy because
I thought the fucking Gap Band did that shit. Or somebody like
or the Whispers
Commodores or
something
Whispers
like
or
that.
some shit.
I know that sounds
I
like
didn't know that was Freddie Mercury. That's got a lot of sauce on it. That one's got a lot of sauce. So shout out to Queen for that.
You know what, guys?
That was more. I thought that was more of an R&B type smoothed out.
They're going to have to forgive us for that because I know that sounds like mad ignorant because
we keep it 1,000 on this channel, man.
But it's truthful because we both was like, dang, we didn't even know that Queen did this.
That's hot.
But
that bass has got a lot of like urban sauce on it that I was like, yo, that's hot.
But that speaks to how dope Queen is, though.
Great,
because we've heard that song a lot, and we're like, man, this is hot.
Like, dude, that's like a smoothed out. You know what I'm saying? To me, it reminds me of a smoothed out R&B.
Yep, absolutely.
R&B groove, and then they got Bohemian Rhapsody. They deliver that.
Yep.
And then Under Pressure was completely different. So they were very versatile.
Yeah, man.
And it's good for us to really understand, the
magnitude
allure,
that they had.
the magnitude of this band.
So
Don't Stop Me Now. We wanted to do the video just because we wanted to see Freddie Mercury in action, because we saw a lot of comments just in general under the Bohemian Rhapsody video and just in general, just in all of our comments about his stage presence and stuff. So let's get into it. Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out.
Yeah, he can sing his ass off, dude.
Floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now.
Sounds familiar.
Stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. Shooting star leaping through the sky.
Y'all playing one-handed and shit. Let's kill that.
Gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go. There's no stopping me.
Just oozes charisma.
Dude.
Everything about him. Just, everything from what he's wearing to his he's just lost in the music. And one-handed piano.
Yeah, that one-handed piano, man. And you know what I was going to say, man, to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, man, is you could tell when someone's like in their prime.
Yes.
Like when they just got their career. Because you can always tell artists when they first start singing or they first start performing, they do a good job typically if they have skill, but they're still a little reserved and timid. There's no reservation here.
Nah.
I mean, you can see that he's just in his bag.
Just a veteran.
He's just comfortable.
Completely in his own element.
It sounds great.
At home on that stage.
I think we read that he has like so many different tones in his voice as well.
Yeah, well,
right?
his range, his vocal range, from what we were reading is pretty awesome, man. So, but it's good to see this. I'm glad we did this because based off of how he sung, I kind of got that idea. Like, I'm like, this dude's probably an incredible performer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, plus, of course, you guys were telling us, to a lot of you guys were telling us to do like live videos. So, this isn't technically a live. This is the video of the song. So this isn't really technically a live performance of Freddie Mercury. Right. We could see clearly what he was doing here. So, let's get back to it.
Gonna go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop
He's going off.
Yeah, he is, man.
He's going off. He's killing this.
I love this, man. I love
Killing this.
You know, guys, if you haven't can tell by now, man, I just like having a good time, and I just feel that he's oozing a good time. Like that like no matter what he's doing, no matter what song it is, it seems like he's going to give his very best, which is having a good time is going to come through that way. You know what I'm saying? When you have a good time, I just don't think he knows how to do it any other way. You know what I mean? Like some people just, you're going to get 110% or you're going to get nothing. I don't think he knows how to give 50%.
Yep.
What do you say? 200 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Because I'm hot.
He said, I'm a sex machine ready to reload.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, awesome, man. And this feels very theatrical to me as well. And even just how he's delivering just the different levels that he's going to. He's approaching this, but you hear the level changes and you hear the emphasis and how it's delivered. You know what I mean? How he's carrying certain notes. I mean, it's definitely his own thing.
It is, man. And one thing I was gonna add too, real quick, is remember when we did the Devin Townsend live performance? That
Kingdom, I think.
Yeah, and don't crucify me, guys. I'm not saying that that's the same thing. And I'm just saying I could see Devin Townsend being inspired by Queen because I could see
that's good.
I
like
could see it. You know, you can see that he's very, very emotional and passionate about what his performances as well. So that's kind of what I was seeing here. I was like, man, you know, maybe I wonder if he was inspired by Queen.
To me, when I look at him, just how he's dressed is sort of unconventional. Was to say unconventional in terms of fashion, and other pictures I've seen of him is very unconventional with some of the fashion choices. It reminds me of Prince a little bit. The sort of androgynous, sort of the genderless sort of view of dressing and pushing boundaries, even with fashion, and just how comfortable Prince was and the musicianship and everything that he's displayed, the skill to casually be able to play piano with one hand. That's how Prince was an instrument. He could just jump from this instrument, do splits. So he reminds Devin Townsend, I thought, was dead on, just in the emphasis in certain ways he sung the song, singing the song,
and all that,
and then also Prince in terms of just his stage presence and performance. So
absolutely
amazing. Let's keep it going.
Supersonic.
Don't stop me, don't stop me, don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. Don't stop me, have a good time, good time. Don't stop me, don't stop me. Sonic man out of you. Stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. A good time. Don't stop me now. A good time. I don't wanna stop at all.
I bet you that shit live is incredible.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure you could just tell.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, guys. He just seemed like he was probably the engine, and based off of what people have said.
Yeah.
And just seeing him and hearing him, because when I listen to the music, and the music sounds good, it's great, but him is just hearing his sort of, he's just lost in the music, hearing the creativity and how he's singing what he's singing, his own unique style. And of course, I can only imagine sort of that all being put together live, him dancing around stage, strutting around stage, swagging it out. I'm sure that he was that engine, right? That made Queen
incredible.
Go. You know what
incredible,
I mean?
man. And there's so many things of this song that I liked, man, and so many different aspects of even the band. The band did a good job. I like how they harmonized together. That was great, man. But I know all our Queen subscribers right now, all our patrons right now that requested this. I know you guys are sitting there with a big smile on your face saying, now this is when music was music. You know what I'm saying? Because I can really see myself if I grew up in this time, because I have music that I feel that way about now. I just really feel like this is one of those one in a lifetime,
once in a generation.
Yeah, just crown jewel type of people, bands, man. That it's just beautiful, man. Yeah. And I can agree with that. I really do think that that really is
chances.
Justifiable. This is when music was music. You know,
I feel like it just seems like they took chances. You know, and it takes a lot of courage. You know what I mean? Especially him, the way he dressed, the way he came off, and the way he sung. Just took a lot of courage to break the mold and create the way that they created. And when anytime someone does that, a lot of people try to do that and they fail. Yeah. But when people come around and they do it and it works, you know, in this case it worked. They're typically legends, right?
Yep,
they're typically
absolutely.
legends. So salute, you know, to Queen. That was very enjoyable.
Yeah, man.
You know,
had a good time, man.
Not playlist. I'm gonna keep it real. Patreon. Nothing wrong with the song whatsoever. I just don't know if stylistically this is something I see myself going back to. I don't know in what sort of capacity I would want to listen to this. But I think it's a great song, and I think it was an incredible vocal performance, and the band was great. So
I agree with that. It might make my playlist, though, to be honest with you, because I did enjoy it, and I just think that this is something that you would have to. I can see this being passed down for generation to generation to see. I think it's important. Certain songs and certain bands come around. I think it's important to show the next generation what music used to sound like, and I just think that that's important for that. So that would make my playlist just for generational,
just to pass
purposes.
It down.
Yeah, just to pass it down because I think that would be cool.
I honestly, I would love to hear this in a musical. If I heard this in a musical, like one of the stage, I don't know if Queen had Bohemian Rhapsody, if it came to Vegas or something like that, and they did, you know, a Queen live stage show, this would be phenomenal in that environment or some sort of theatrical place sort of circumstance.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
I would love it in
that.
that.
Yep.
But as far as me listening to it consistently, I'm just not my
You're not
thing.
gonna be like, don't stop me now.
I would probably not. Nothing wrong with it though. This was great though. Make no mistake about it. This was great.
It was.
All right, shout out to our patrons for suggesting that one.
Absolutely, man.
That's the end of it. We'll definitely be getting back to Queen. Don't worry, guys. If this isn't one of the songs y'all wanted us to hear, we'll be getting back to Queen. So
yep, absolutely.
That's it. Y'all know what it is. George, Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.